All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ITProTV, live from the Expo Hall floor at SpiceWorld Austin 2015. I'm Don Pizzetta, and I'm over here at the Eaton booth with David. And David, why don't we take a minute to talk about Eaton, because at first glance, I'd say that you're the world's largest manufacturer of red ducts, but I know you got some other products too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we not only have red ducts, we've been letting people shoot the ducts off the stands and earn a prize and find the duck in the IT closet. But Eaton's a power vendor. We do battery backup systems, UPSs, PDUs, rack enclosures, cable management, all sorts of solutions. And we've just been telling people about our products and our value proposition. It's been great.
Now, do you focus on one particular area, like data centers, or do you go all the way down to individual workstations?
We do it all the way. So whether you're looking at a large data center for an enterprise network or computing system, or whether you're looking at a network closet, or just a basic backup for your PC, we do it all.
Excellent. Now, on the data center side, I know a lot of our viewers have to mix products to kind of get a perfect solution. So you have battery backup, environmental monitoring, even like voltage and wattage monitoring to make sure your power consumption's right.
Sure.
Do you guys have products across that line?
Yeah, we do. I think, and if you look at Eaton's portfolio, it's large. It scales from the PDU side and the rack enclosure side to the UPS. And Eaton's actually an electrical manufacturer, so we're experts in power distribution on that whole side of the business. So we take things from one side to the other. I think the one thing that we try to talk to this environment about and this crowd is we do software, because that's what IT managers care about. They don't, they expect the hardware to work. They say our batteries are going to work, they're going to be there, the power's going to be there all the time, even though it might be shaky. But how I communicate with my network, how I receive alerts, how it integrates with my VMware dashboard, my vCenter dashboard, whether I have Citrix or Microsoft Hyper-V, whatever it might be, we want to integrate with that so customers get integration, communication, and that's really where Eaton stands.
So if we're using like an all Eaton UPS solution in a data center, there's a software agent we run on each of our servers to be able to know when they're on battery?
No,
or?
that's not. No, we don't have to run an agent. For instance, if you're a VMware shop, what we can do is we actually have a plug-in into VMware where you can view our software on one of your tabs in the vCenter dashboard, and you can actually have that live in the host, and all your physical servers will shut down in a cascading fashion from there using distributed resource schedule and distributed power manager. We just use the tools that are already there, so we don't have to, it's not heavy, we're just using tools that are already there and integrating. That's what we're all about.
That's really awesome that you do that, because some of you guys who haven't worked with VMware a lot might not know this, but you may have a data center of 50 hardware servers, and at peak time you might need all 50, but when you're not at peak time you might only need 20, and if you can integrate with your UPSs and your other power systems, you can actually power servers off or take them down to sleep mode when you're not in peak time and bring them up at peak, and companies save a lot of money that way.
That's exactly right. And we think about our budgets, we have OPEX budgets and CAPEX budgets, and CAPEX budgets are the ones we really don't like. And so what we can do is we can reduce the number of batteries you have to buy up front to extend runtime, and it's a pretty no-brainer. You just have to set it up.
All right, now David, what's your coolest product out of the whole product lineup? What's the one that you think is the shining star?
We like the UPS with the little SpiceRex 3D printed bezel. That's that's probably a prototype that you won't see in stores. But these are this is probably our new PDU line. It's our G3 PDU line. For those watching, you can't really see it. It's aluminum, so I can hold it with one hand. It's extremely light, easy to install if you're doing a huge install. But this also runs up to 60 degrees C. So if you're thinking about your hot aisle, what do you do? First in the industry to really have that kind of temperature range. We have e-grip outlets, which provide a gripping feature on the outlets, a little cam mechanism within the receptacle itself. Increases the tension force so people aren't yanking cables out and tearing things down. Communications, you can tether these together, so 4 PDUs will only take up 1 IP address. Absolutely, or not one IP address, but 1 network port. So you have a lot of features here. We can go on forever, but pretty cool feature in just something as simple as a PDU.
Let me comment on this, because I've used these also, and not this particular model, but that grip feature, I haven't seen that in one of these before, and that, I can't tell you how many times I've seen people accidentally knock that cable out of the port. It does happen. It happens more than it should. But one of my favorite features is that LCD screen that when you start plugging each server in, they're consuming a certain amount of amperage, a certain amount of wattage, and you got to be able to track that, and it's really hard to do while the servers are on. Here, it tells you, so you make sure that you don't overload a circuit. If you've only got 40 amps or 80 amps on a circuit, you need to make sure that all your servers are staying under that number. This lets you do it just visually, you see it right there, and you connect via the network. Those are really great features. I'd agree with you that this is a shining star right here.
Yeah, and it's something that, I think the technology has been where there's been very high-end products, very low-end products, and maybe nothing in between. Eaton's trying to provide that customer the ability to buy every single technology as needed and not just overload you with everything. That's our real value prop on this model.
Awesome. Well, David, thank you for spending time with us. Is there anything else you want to throw in right here at the end?
No, if you're not here, you should come. Free swag is all available. Ducks, hats, beer koozies, or cold drink koozies, whatever you want. It's been a pleasure talking to customers we talk to every day on the community, really participating. If you have any questions, we're green guys, we're out there. Mike DeCamp, myself, Windsor. Come join us, ask us some questions. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we'll wrap this one up right here. This is ITProTV live from the Expo Hall floor at SpiceWorld Austin 2015. Stay tuned, we've got more vendor coverage coming up.